Hello everyone, I am back and I have some random news if anybody cares to hear about my personal life. So I would say like 15 minutes ago, I kind of just cut off somebody who was kind of really not like good for me to talk to for the longest time. And it was so difficult too. Like this was difficult. Which is why I talked to him for like 2 years. I mean, we were like two opposing magnets. We would have never worked. And he had issues, I had issues that clashed like badly. And it was time to go. It was difficult for me. It was extremely difficult for me, actually. A part of me still like is really sad that I won't talk to him again. But in my head, I know that I do so much better when I don't talk to him. That's the unfortunate truth. It's that I do much better when not talking to him. In fact, I started this journal a week after he started talking to me again, after a month-long break. If that doesn't say much, then I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like even I notice the changes in myself, and it's just something that it's like... Did I show you guys? I dyed my hair. I love it so much. But, yeah. Anyways, I think it symbolizes new beginnings. I really wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I started talking to him this year. Like, I just feel like I go backwards. And I did. I didn't feel like I grew when he would leave and then come back and I would talk to him again. It just wasn't getting me anywhere. And as much as I didn't want to accept it, it was stunting me. And it was probably stunting him too. I don't think he should have talked to me. And but because he brought out a part of me that I didn't enjoy. And I probably did the same thing. So I think it's a very good idea for me to just leave. And I really, I know that I will do much better, and I think he will do much better too. And, another thing that kept me talking was the belief that no one will care about me, no one will focus on me, no one will talk to me, no one will do as many things as this person has done for me. And after not talking to him, my self-esteem raised, and I do believe now that I am not a terrible person and people will love me. Even though, yeah, he sometimes made me feel like a terrible person. I probably made him feel like a terrible person too. And you know what? I feel really bad about it. I feel really bad about the things that I did, the person I was when I was with him. I probably wasn't good. And I'm glad that that's not me anymore. And I hope it never happens again. I did so much for this person, and he did so for me. And it's sad that it was just so draining for me, and probably for him. And I am glad that it's over, but I'm not sad. I don't regret that it happened, even after all of the terrible feelings I felt and things that happened, and after everything, after every terrible emotion, I'm still glad that I learned something. And that is if somebody in your life is just draining your soul, taking your energy, making you fail your classes, bringing you to the lowest of the low, then you shouldn't you shouldn't talk to them anymore. The only part that kept me holding on was my attachment to the past, which was never going to be able to come back. Some of my favorite time ever was when we were first in love, and when we were first like scared to tell each other that we liked each other, and it was all perfect, like, and it'll never happen again. Like, and it's like time that I have that with another person, even though that was great. Like, it'll happen again. And that's the part that bothered me the most. It kept me there for so long that I stayed when it was completely the opposite, when it was terrible. And I'm proud of myself for leaving that person, because he was just a figment of my imagination at that point. He was in the past. He was a person in the past. And I wasn't looking at him in the present. And it was just it turned terrible. And that's what it was. Of course it'll like tear my heart out. It already has. Actually, it already did, and it's back. And what it will be is I will be sad. I will be sad. But I will be so very grateful. So grateful that it's over. I would well describe it to like a long, grueling run. And you're kind of in pain all over. But, like, in the end, it was good for you. To learn. I'm glad I learned things. I'm glad I learned that sometimes holding on to the past is dangerous because the present is what's hurting you. And you're just looking at something that doesn't exist. I really have never felt more happy and sad at the same time. And I don't want to sound conceited, but I am so damn proud of myself. I just cut that person off. Like, I know you don't know what happened, but I cut that person off. Like, that's the person I would think about that person every single day, ever since I met him. He was like the main person in my head, and I had everything I wanted for him talking to me again. I had it, and I willingly chose to leave that behind. And I know it might not seem that big of a deal to you, but it is such a big of a deal to me, because right then, it just proves that I can do that. I can end something even when I know that I don't want to end it. But I know that in the future, in the very recent future, and even in the past, not talking has made it so much better. And it's just unfortunate. It's there. It happened. We will never have that. It'll never be what it was again. It'll never be two people playing piano on a piano again. And I'm happy. I'm happy for what it was. I very much am. And I'm happy that it's ended. I'm very happy that it's ended. I'm also like, he's a pretty easy person to get over. Just because of everything. So, hey, if you're watching this, I love you. Please never talk to me again. That's for him. For you guys, I love you guys too. Please stick around. Because life is good. Life is good after when you don't have people in your life draining you. Thank you, and have a great, great night. Awkward. I missed the stop button. Okay, bye.